Tara Reade, who accused Joe Biden of sexual assault, defects to Russia. Incredible stuff. Truly phenomenal. Not beating the Russian agent allegations, it seems. I'm still kind of a daze of it, but I feel very good. Reade told Sputnik, a Russian press outlet supportive of Vladimir Putin. Right. I feel very surrounded by protection and safety. Why? Because she's a Russian agent. From Russia, she can operate as like a, I was an American until the, the American Democrats became terrible, and now I'm over here and protected from all the assassins Biden is sending over 24/7 to kill me. That's why. She's like, that's why she's saying I feel very protected and surrounded. She's implying that the DNC wants her killed. She literally worked with Maria Butina, the literal convicted Russian spy. Yeah, yeah. Like, look, while sitting with Maria Butina, a convicted Russian agent jailed in the U.S., but now a member of parliament in Russia. Not beating the Russian asset allegations. See, look at this. Sitting next to Butina, Reade said, I just really appreciate Maria and everyone who's given me protection at a time when it's been very difficult to know if I'm safe or not. I just didn't want to walk home or walk into a cage or be killed. What, does she like, does she think that, like, the CIA kills people by luring you with, like, cheese until they drop a big cage? What? But yeah, like, basically, no one's paying attention to her, so the best thing that she can do to get attention is suggest that she's, like, she's, like, saying, yeah, she's going to get Epstein or Seth Riched or whatever. Yeah, she almost walked into a giant mousetrap. Has anyone accused Biden of being pervy with them? I think a few people have credibly accused him of having, like, old man syndrome, where he's, like, weirdly touchy. There have been no credible assault or accusations against him, though. I fully believe that he's done stuff that would constitute sexual harassment because he's 9,000 years old. So, like, yeah, I'll fully believe that. In fact, that's what Tara Reade initially accused him of, like, years and years and years ago. She only changed her accusation to sexual assault in 2020 when Biden ran for president. And she's lying. You know, we've talked about this before, but, like, she had a consistent story for over a decade, and then she changed that story out of nowhere, and then all the people who previously, like, validated the stuff she'd said was like, no, we have no idea what she's talking about, and she changed her story multiple times. It's, like, the least credible accusation ever. And then, coincidentally, at the exact same time, she started working with, talking with, and promoting, like, Russian talking points, working with Russian agents, talking on their media, like, getting money from that. Like, just, yeah, it's the least credible set of accusations of all time. You think Maupin is jealous? Well, she got an award for Maupin. Did you see her article praising Putin? Yeah, guys, she's literally a Russian agent. President Putin's genius is his judo ability to conserve his own energy and let the opponents flail, using up their energy while he gains position. He is an alluring combination of strength with gentleness. His sensuous image projects his love for life. This is what you have to do if you want to be a Russian state agent. You have to talk like this about Putin. President Putin's obvious reverence for women, children, and animals and his ability with sports is intoxicating to American women. Incredible stuff. Yeah, listen, Reade said, to my Russian brothers and sisters, I'm sorry right now that American elites are choosing to have such an aggressive stance. Just know most American citizens do want to be friends and hope that we can have unity again. I'm enjoying my time at Moscow, feel very at home. Yeah. Putin legalized domestic violence against women too. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Tara Reade lied about stuff that Biden did to her, and now she's gone to a country where someone could do that to her legally. With no recourse. Yeah, pretty wild. But that's true. Russia's really bad. It's really bad over there. Yeah, anyway. Just, it's, I guess, this is another component, I guess, of the, like, innate contradictions of fascism and their inability to manage themselves. Why, if you were paying Tara Reade to lie and to be a Russian agent, which they are, why on earth would they make it so obvious? Couldn't she have lied better? Couldn't she have not been such an obvious Russian agent? I don't know. Maybe she's doing all of this just in the hopes for a payout. Like, she's being a good little girl. Like, you know, oh, I'll do all these talking points. I'll make all these, like, anything to win their affection, get their attention, give me money. You know, I don't know, something like that. Pretty funny though. Burger Queen. Vaush, you are wrong. Putin didn't legalize domestic violence. He had no choice but to legalize beating women to prevent the expansion of NATO. That's true. Because he knows that NATO military forces are sissy and weak and full of women. So if he legalizes beating women, they won't be able to cross over the border. It's like a legal defensive position, you know? He had no choice. Really, if anything, it's American imperialism that caused this situation. What about the film Pokemon 2000? What about the film Pokemon 2000? Oh, a co-CEO of the Daily Wire? This is a disgusting piece. I'm sorry we ran it. From Jeremy Boring, co-founder, co-CEO, lowercase god king of Real Daily Wire. The Chosen defends pride flag spotted on set. Let the show speak. A show like The Chosen has 100+ employees. One of them brought a pride flag to work. That sucks, but it's hardly the fault of the show. The producer's response also sucks, but it's not untrue. There is no you don't have to hire gay people if you don't agree with homosexuality allowance U.S. labor law. On the whole, this piece reeks of purity, death spiral politics. Is this the CEO of Daily Wire saying that they actually went overboard in being anti-LGBTQ? It looks like it, yeah. So I guess so they're doing a whole like TV production and somebody saw a pride flag there and it's like this woke company allowing a pride flag there, which is like, yeah, you can't fire a person for being gay. What are you talking about? If they want to bring a pride flag, they can bring a pride flag. But then the CEO is saying like, oh, actually we went too far? Huh. I don't think expecting pride flags to not appear in promotional materials is unreasonable. This could have easily been edited out of the video and nobody would have been the wiser. Oh, man. The Daily Wire is also trying to get into TV production. They can't be openly bigoted. That's true, yeah. You can get away with a lot more just being like an internet thing than you can if you start branching out into all of the work associated with like broader cultural production. It's true. So it's very funny because like on one hand, the fact that this piece ran to begin with is like, wow, like they really do want you dead. That's like what they're basically saying, the premise of the initial piece is that it is a moral fault on the part of any company, not only for them to rep pride stuff, but for anyone in the company to rep pride stuff. This isn't like morally, this is equivalent to like Nazis going after a company because they hire Jewish people. Like it's a step beyond. It's not just, oh, this company put out like a you know, I don't know, a Hanukkah thing. It's like, oh no, you hired a Jewish person, and while doing a video production tour of your studio, one guy had like a little star of David on their desk somewhere or something. Look at that. You know, it's like it's insane. And he's walking it back. I mean, it's disgusting that it happened in the first place, but it's very funny that he would try to like reel it in, calling it disgusting too. The Daily Wire CEO is openly hostile to biblical Christianity. In fact, he calls it disgusting. I am grateful for this newfound clarity. Because, like, if you're the kind of person to follow Jeremy Boring on Twitter, you're probably a neo-Nazi. So, like, if you, like, anything that he does or says that isn't, like, full-throated, insane, like, 24/7 hate, means that you're actually, like, on the enemy team. That is really interesting. Is he going to have to reel the Daily Wire back? The Daily Wire is already going to get a lot of accusations for not being far-right enough because it's repped by Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro, like, acts more moderate than a lot of other people. Also, they're supporting DeSantis over Trump. That's interesting. That's interesting. Also, Ben is Jewish. Yeah, also Ben is Jewish, and yeah. I mean, remember all those times I was like, I feel like Ben being Jewish is like contributing to this narrative of the Daily Wire not being radical right enough. And then like Steven Crowder went on Tim Pool's show and just made a Jew joke about how like, oh, well, at least they're not run by Jews when talking to Tim Pool. It's like, okay. All right. It's fine. Okay. Thank you. You know, I get bored doing analysis too. Thank you for saving me the work. Just say it. There's definitely going to be a Daily Wire Civil War soon. Yeah, I will see how things go, I guess. We'll see how things go. The fact that Jeremy Boring is saying this, though, is pretty interesting.